I gotta share what I'm experiencing right now. I think it was yesterday morning. I was checking my security cameras and something told me to just check the back videos or whatever because my security camera was going off, giving that notification sound. So I checked the cameras and I recorded what I saw and I uploaded the video yesterday or last night or whenever it was regarding they're here. So yeah, that last video I uploaded between yesterday morning and this morning, I've been getting, God has just been filling in the gaps to let me know symbolically or literally what was going on. And one of the trigger words that really led me to finally go and look something up, it was the word ghost particles. And I tell you, between yesterday morning and this morning, that same word kept coming up about 3 different times. And then what led me to look up this article right here, I was listening to something and they mentioned about an underground sun. So I was Googling to find out if there was a underground sun. And the name of the article is Underground Experiment Confirms What Powers the Sun. So whatever I was watching on the TV, it led me to, let me look that up. Let me see if there is an underground sun. And this what led me to go and look this up. So as I was reading through this, I got to share what I was experiencing, what I feel like was let's see if we can describe what's happening. But it said underground experiment confirms what powers the sun. Now they getting ready to find out. And this article was written in 2014, August the 7th. 2014, August the 7th. So I wonder what was going on back then. That's something else I was going to kind of see if when this was found out, what events or what was happening during 2014. And I also know it's been 12 years, 14, 20, 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. It's been 8 years since 2014. It's been 8 years. Okay. So let's see what's going on here now. Scientists have, and let's see if you all could see what was so funny to me. This really got me. It says scientists have long believed that the power of the sun comes largely from fusion of protons into helium. But now they finally prove it. An international team of researchers using a detector buried deep below the mountains of central Italy has detected neutrinos or whatever. And what neutrinos is ghostly particles. And that's when I'm like, wow, now this getting crazy. I'm hearing, so God kind of explained to me what that video I uploaded yesterday morning about the particles that my camera caught. And it was just a phenomenon to my spirit. And here, for about the third or fourth time, here go that same word, ghostly particles. So neutrinos, I don't know if well, anyway, that's my throat gonna be clear. Thank you, Father, because this is going through. Okay, it say neutrinos, neutrinos, and they got a dash, and it says ghostly particles that interact only very reluctantly with matter. So reluctantly, what that mean? They don't want to? I think reluctantly mean I don't want to do this, but I got to do what I got to do. I mean, I kind of prefer to be doing something else, but I got to do what I got to do, right? Okay. So ghostly particles that interact only very reluctantly. And this what they calling, what they've discovered, how the sun is getting its power. Okay. Streaming from the heart of the sun. Okay, so they're saying the ghostly particles, they're acting only very reluctantly with matter, with this physical realm. It's like they don't want to be in this realm, but they got to do what they have to do. And they're streaming straight from the sun. Okay, let's see if y'all can see what I'm seeing, because I'm doing a comparative. So this power is streaming straight from the heart of the sun. Other solar neutrinos have been detected before, but these particular ones come from the key proton fusion reaction, that is the first part of a chain reaction that provides 99% of the sun's power. Okay, so they've discovered 99% of the sun's power. They've discovered that before, but now it's something else that they're finding out. I hope y'all gonna see where the comparison going. So they long discovered that 99% of the sun's power came from proton fusion reaction. But these other solar neutrinos, something else was being discovered. What's with that 1% that y'all? The results also show that the sun is a remarkably steady power source. Neutrinos take only 8 minutes to get from the sun's core to Earth. And remember, we said this was done 8 years ago. And they're discovering that those neutrinos take only 8 minutes to get to the Earth, from the sun's core to the Earth. So the rate of neutrino production that the team detected reflects the amount of heat the sun is producing today. So they're discovering that that same neutrinos, this new element that they have discovered, is taking 8 minutes to get to the Earth, from the sun's core to the Earth. And they're discovering that it has the same power as the sun. And it's producing the same amount of heat as the sun. It just so happens that this is the same as the amount of energy now being radiated from the sun's surface. So they're discovering this the same energy, same heat, that this neutrinos that y'all discovered is the same as the sun, literally as the sun. The same heat, the same energy, and it takes 8 minutes to get from the core, the heart of the sun, to the Earth's surface. So let's see. Even though those protons have taken hundreds of thousands of years to work their way from the core to the surface, now it took the protons, it took them 100,000 years to get to the sun, to get to the Earth's surface. But they've detected something else that takes 8 minutes. And hence the sun's energy production hasn't changed in 100 millennia. So those protons, it has the same energy, but it took 100,000 years for it to come from the sun's heart core to the Earth's surface. Not these neutrinos. It takes 8 minutes. Woo-hoo-hoo. And this is direct proof of the stability of the sun over the past 100,000 years or so. So the sun ain't changed one bit. Only what to me is coming from the sun. Only what's coming from the source, the core, is what has changed. The energy and the of what's being released from the sun's heart core, that's what's changed. What or no, and we ain't gonna even say what changed, what they've detected. Oh, snap. Oh, really? Okay. Gosh. Okay, let's see. So it says, henceforth, the energy production has changed. The sun's energy production hasn't changed over the 100,000 years or so, says team members of the University of Massachusetts Amherst. The core of the sun is a fiery furnace, so hot and dense that protons, nuclei of the hydrogen, the sun's main constituent, slam together with such force that they fuse, producing deuterium nucleus, heavy hydrogen made of a proton and a neutron, plus an anti-electron and a neutrino. This is the start of a whole sequence of reactions. Okay? Protons collide with deuterium to produce helium. 3 helium-3s combine to give helium-4 plus protons. Other reactions produce lithium, beryllium, and boron. Many of these reactions produce neutrinos, but the vast majority of the neutrino flux from the sun is produced by the original proton-proton or PP reaction, okay? The PP reaction is the most basic process. The protons and the they colliding or whatever. That's the basic process of this reaction. So let's see. Everything that goes on in the sun stems from it. So everything, whatever is coming from the sun, that's what the sun is. Everything that stems from the sun, everything that goes on in the sun stems from it. Mean as above, so below. If whatever going on in the sun or whatever the sun is made up of, it's here. It's here. It's here. Says Steve Miller of the University of Oxford and UK spokesperson from the SNO Plus neutrino detector under construction in Canada, who was not involved in the New York or whatever. So this study of this neutrino is under construction in Canada, right? Hold on. researchers have been detecting neutrinos since the 1960s. Initially, a 2/3 deficit in the detection rate confused the results. So 2/3 that disappeared of what they did discover back in the 1960s, it done deteriorated, or it's leaving or something. So it's confusing them. So it turned out that the neutrinos could transform from one type to another. As they fly through space. I don't know why my spirit is seeing something else than what's written, but I'm reading something else than what actually is here. But it says it had them so confused till they realized, hey, these things transforming. They thought they were disappearing or dying off or whatever, but they came to find out they transforming as they fly through space. But detectors were sensitive to only one of the three types. So you got three types of these neutrinos, but whatever they have to detect it, they only can detect one type, okay? Once this neutrino problem was resolved, neutrino observatories went on to detect neutrinos from almost all the predicted reactions in the sun. Now they see this everywhere. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is crazy. And I don't even know why I'm starting to cry right now, but this is truth. This is truth. This ain't nothing but the truth. Woo, Father, you so good. You so good. You so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, they say the detect neutrinos from almost all the predicted reactions in the sun, but not the PP reaction. What makes the PP reaction hard is that the neutrinos have been very low energy, that it is about the same as the energy of various radioactive decays. Now look at this. This is how they describing the neutrinos. They said that the energy is so low they can't even detect it. And this is where my spirit wants to pour out and tell us. By us having to really go in to get in that null and void blackness, God created the heavens and the earth from the blackness, the darkness. They still can't tell what that black matter, that space, empty blackness, they don't know what that is. So this is how they saying that they can't even get that low. Hold on. Okay, they say that the neutrinos have very low energy that is about the same as the energy of various radioactive decays that happen on Earth. So it's like the energy so low, but we know the opposite. They saying that the energy so low that it compares to like it's a radioactive decay. They don't even have equipment to register that energy. So the only thing they could compare it to, like it's deteriorating, like it's decaying. Okay, and it say making it easy. Let's see. Reaction. PP red. What makes the PP hard is that the neutrinos have very low energy that is about the same as the energy of various radioactive decays that happen on Earth. It's making it easy for an earthbound detector to confuse a decay with a neutrino event. Detecting neutrinos of this kind is an almost impossible thing to